wearing red and white. He weighs in 112 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, con pantaloncillo color rojo con blanco, con un peso de 112 libras. In 10 professional bouts, he stands with a perfect professional record of 10 victories, no defeats, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 10 victorias, 0 derrotas y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. El invicto de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Jorge Pajarito Villalobos. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears red and black. He officially weighs in the same 112 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo un pantaloncillo color rojo con negro, con el peso idéntico de 112 libras. In 25 professional bouts, he stands with a near-perfect record of 24 victories, 1 lone defeat, and 17 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord casi perfecto, 24 victorias, 1 derrota y 17 de esas victorias por la vía rápida del cloroformo. El orgullo de la bella Cenicienta del Pacífico, Ensenada, Baja California. Damas y caballeros, aquí está Ángel Diablito Ramos. And now the final instructions para dar las indicaciones finales.
Diablito Ramos,
Juan
only
José
loss
Ramírez,
has
8
been to the
rounds, 8
current
asaltos.
world champion.
Vamos a una
of his
pelea limpia
division.
bonita, no hay
How
que
about
cometer
that?
faules porque pueden perder la pelea, puedo bajar puntos y pierden la pelea. No quiero faules, quiero una pelea limpia, suelto los dos, Dios lo bendiga.
And that's, you know, that's very well respected. You know, you have the consensus flyweight champion, Kasi Tanaka from Japan, 15-0, 9 knockouts. You have the number 2 WBC, Julio Cesar Martinez, who's probably within reach, coming out of Mexico. So Ramos not far away from maybe contending for a world title shot, considering he does have a good record. He has a good style. And according to you, Gerardo, he had the first full training camp of his entire career. And that's saying a lot, considering he's 24-1.
Definitely. So we're in a treat for tonight. I am pretty sure that Angel is going to be a top contender in the upcoming months. But tonight he has his opponent, and he has to fully focus on Jorge Pajarito Villalobos.
And what I did see about Pajarito, he likes to box. He likes to come out on his back foot. Not typical from your Mexican fighters. He likes to box. As he continues to move laterally, throwing his jabs, trying to keep Ramos off of him.
And that's good, Chris. That's what I would expect him to do with the body that he has. He's tall, he's long, you know. And then we have Diablito coming forward with that pressure and the power punches.
And throwing to the body as he should, like he just said. He's facing a longer puncher, taller fighter in Villalobos.
And we're having really good action right now, but this is still a fill-out round.
A little high pace fill-out round.
Pace fill-out.
Ooh, and a good uppercut landed by Villalobos. Might have been a little headbutt in there as well. They touch gloves, acknowledging the headbutt. And it's very rare that we see 2 southpaws fight each other, but we have it here. 2 southpaws fighting each other.
Boxer versus puncher as well.
You know what? I would categorize Diablito Ramos more as a boxer puncher.
Good combination.
Villalobos more of a boxer. But good style by Diablito Ramos. I like the style that he presents. You know, like I said, we've seen him fight before. His draw with title contender Dwayne Beeman. That was an excellent fight. You know, I think it was just with the draw.
Jorge's doing a good job at using the ring. He's keeping Diablito in the middle and moving around. He's a young fighter too.
Yeah, good. As he continues to move forward, it's a good little boxer puncher style that he has.
Tell you one thing, if I was in Diablito's corner, I would tell him throw more body punches, make him move less, throw more body punches, make him slow the pace, then go to the head and head hunt.
I believe you're right, because I think he had the most success when he went to the body, and you saw a couple body shots there as he gets out of the way and counters. I like it, man. This is a good style that Ramos has.
Nice.
A good little 1-2 there.
I like how Jorge is using the ring, moving around, sticking and moving, but I think he's going to have to sit down on those punches a little bit more and make Diablito respect the power that he has, because right now Diablito's just walking forward.
He's walking.
He hasn't
down,
felt
yeah.
any sting, any pain, so he's not worried.
That's a great point. That's a great point, Dylan. As we see, Diablito putting on the pressure, putting even more pressure, working the body, then going to the head.
And now a little bit more activity from Villalobos.
We start to see some swelling on the right eye of Pajarito Villalobos.
And I think he's complaining about a headbutt. And remember, guys, we had a headbutt about a minute ago where they both acknowledged, and that might be where that little knot on Villalobos happened.
They seem to be checking Diablito. I did not notice any cuts, but there
cut.
it is.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely cut. And look at Villalobos, who's also cut right around the same area.
He's both swelled and cut.
Swelled and cut.
And I think it was a result of that body clash, was it not?
Yeah, look, I would think it was from that headbutt.
Doesn't look good for Villalobos. It doesn't look. It is in a bad
It's
in a bad
very
spot.
bad spot.
Definitely.
It's rolling right into the eyes. Angel Ramos seems like it's a little bit off the eye.
Right.
But Villalobos, no bueno.
I would hate to see this fight being stopped because of the damn cut.
Good uppercut.
As a consequence of a head clash. I would hate that.
Yeah, it'd be very upsetting if it happens. It seems though with the quick wipe down that they did on Villalobos that the blood is gone.
Now, both fighters have cuts. When your opponent has a cut, you start to focus on it. They both have it.
Yeah.
They both feel the urgency.
Definitely.
It seems like Ramos though feels a little bit more urgency going forward, throwing a little bit more shots, and a good uppercut by Villalobos there.
Right in between Angel's gloves.
Got his attention, may not have hurt him, but got his attention. And good body shots landed there by Ramos.
he had a fight before, after Dwayne's fight. I don't think he's fully. I don't think he is.
Maybe a little bit of ring rust. Is that where you're getting at?
Yeah, maybe. But there's a lot of fighting. There's still a lot of fighting to go.
There's a lot of fight left. But to go back to the ring rust, maybe it just because right there in the last 20 seconds or so, Ramos seemed to kind of pick up the pace. And it's only 2 rounds, man. It's only 2 rounds. It's an 8-round fight. You gotta pace yourself. He's most likely just kind of easing into the fight. And as a seasoned professional fighter with 26 professional bouts, you know, he's easing into the fight. So it may be ring rust or just the fact that he's taking his time.
We have the head clash. We have the instant replay right here. You can see that. Oh, that looks bad. That looks as a head clash.
As we take another quick look, and right there, and both fighters acknowledge that they got hit
instantly,
and one blames it on the other. And as we start the round, a very special shout out and a big thank you to all our fans in Stockton and the surrounding cities in the California Central Valley. We appreciate all your love and support. We will be back soon. Toscano Boxing Promotions, bestinboxing.com.
It's called Best in Boxing for a reason.
And good little body shots landed there by Ramos.
Jorge not moving as much as he did on the previous rounds, is he?
It doesn't seem that way, Gerardo. I believe though the main reason why is those body shots landed by Ramos. Ramos is throwing good shots to the body.
Jorge was with that combination, didn't seem to sit down on the punches a bit more, which is what he needs to do because the punches he was throwing before just weren't
Ooh, and a good shot landed there by Ramos, and you're absolutely right there, Dylan, because Ramos just walks through those shots. He walks through those shots because Villalobos not sitting down on his shots and therefore can't keep Ramos off of him.
Now, if Jorge Villalobos had the plan of touch and moving, right now he's fallen into Diablito's game plan, which is sitting down and exchanging, where we know Diablito, you know, has the upper hand. He's throwing those harder punches, Chris.
Yeah, and as we see, Jorge Pajarito Villalobos likes to counter. He's doing it, but not as effective, and that was a good right hook by Ramos. As they're asking for the double jab, and he does it via Villalobos.
Nice work in the inside by Angel.
And Ramos is throwing solid body shots and a hard hook to finish on the top of the head of Villalobos. Villalobos fights back hard.
We have
And
fight
this
now.
fight, yeah, this fight is starting to heat up, guys.
Villalobos has tried to step back and throw that left uppercut twice. So it looks like he's waiting to counter him.
Yeah, he noticed something, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And a solid shot by Ramos, trying to close out the round strong, and he does, landing 2 overhand lefts to the head of Villalobos. What a great way to finish that round, guys.
Tell you what, those last 10 seconds, wow. Great exchange.
It definitely stole the round for Ramos, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right on point on that one, Chris.
It's round 4. This fight is going by quickly, you guys. I'm getting sucked into the fight, and the rounds are just going by. I could have sworn we were round 2.
I like the unorthodox pressure style of Angel Ramos. He's honestly like a similar southpaw style or southpaw version of Manteca Medina, who we saw earlier today.
Here we go, early on this round, Pajarito taking the middle of the ring. He should work out his jab more and more. There he goes, double jab. Trying to keep Angel from hooking him to the body.
And now we see Villalobos stepping forward for the first time in the fight, which is not something that is a custom of his.
I wonder if that was something they told him
In the corner,
in the
you're right.
corner. Put a little bit more pressure.
Because you have to think, you know, I know Ensenada is not too far, 45 minutes away maybe, 30 minutes if you drive like Dylan. Jorge Pajarito Villalobos from Guadalajara, man. So that's the visitor today, you know.
That reminds me, Chris, Dylan, it is that time of the night. The Chalupa meter.
The Chalupa meter.
The Chalupa meter is back, and I'm giving this fight 333 chalupas.
I'm still very confused on the Chalupa meter.
Hey man, how is the scoring being done?
Dude, chalupas
It's whatever Gerardo
it's
wants.
Whatever.
Whatever
it's
he
just a
wants.
thing people say, chalupas. Chalupa is a good thing. If
I'm,
you have a
I'm
chalupa,
switching back to Chris's team, man.
I've yet not seen in my whole life a man with a
Very
chalupa
rare.
in his hand feeling sad.
Very rare, Dylan, that I want you on my team, but I want you on my team right now in this case. As Ramos goes back to the body, a little bit of sense of urgency from Villalobos. Once again, charging forward. Not what he was doing in the first 3 rounds.
And
Good
he's being
jab.
successful with it, Chris. He's being smart with the pressure.
And we talked about at the top of the telecast about Angel Ramos' first time making a complete training camp. No interruptions, no side job, just focusing here. And
has
now,
a promoter for
and
the
now
first time
he
in
has
his-
a promoter,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely. It's a fun fact. 24 fights, 24 wins, 1 defeat. How do you get that far in your career without having a promoter? That's how good Angel
Being
Ramos is.
talented. That was going to be my answer. You took it out of my mouth. Being talented. He's a good fighter, man. You guys see it here. Take nothing from Jorge Pajarito Villalobos, who's doing his work. You know, he's an undefeated fighter, 10-0. The hardest thing to go is that, we say it all the time, major cliche in boxing, but it's absolutely true.
You know, and as the rounds progress, Diablito's still putting on that pressure. But Villalobos is starting to look more intelligent in there, and he's starting to find a pace.
Yeah, so going back to the fact that, the hardest thing to go is that, so he's adjusting, as we can see here in the replay.
Good exchange there, changing levels, right?
We didn't see too much of the adjustment that I had in mind, but he blocked the shots coming from Ramos, and he's staying in the pocket.
So quick Spanish lesson here. Pajarito translates little bird. I am not seeing a little bird in Jorge Villalobos. They should change his name. Perhaps Eagle. Something better than little bird.
He's got the eagle powers,
Damn right.
Nacho Libre would say.
Nacho. Nice exchange. Both connected punches.
And just now, I'm seeing a little bit of frustration since the game change in the last round by Villalobos. I'm seeing a little bit of frustration in Ramos, unable to get to his opponent as he was in the first 3 rounds.
I agree, because you know what? Now Villalobos, he's landing some shots.
Oh, and a hard shot by Ramos kind of puts an end to what we were saying as he slips in the corner. There's a little bit of water in the corner there, and he's getting moved back there again. And he escapes from the corner.
In my opinion, that is what Angel has to do. Force the interchange, force the action, force the pace, keep the pressure on, keep it. It doesn't matter if you eat a couple punches here and there, force the pace, try to exchange punches, because most likely Angel is going to get the better of them.
Yeah, good point, Gerardo. It seems like that's the flow of the fight, and a good 1-2 there by Ramos.
Nice uppercut.
Not much of a response yet from Villalobos.
Yeah, like he looks so good in that, or not so good. It was just his best round in the 4th round. We thought he was making a comeback. Ramos is kind of taking that slack back.
Stealing his thunder. Angel
Good
is.
combination by Villalobos, though.
And a good 1-2 by Villalobos.
And you see him using that feint, making Diablito jump in.
Good hook there by Villalobos. Making it a little bit tighter here in the final minute.
Good jab by Villalobos.
Whoa. A little bit of entanglement there.
They had that Jada
No pun with Will Smith and Jada Smith. Absolutely no pun.
I kind of feel like Angel's pace is it's slowing down a little bit. I wonder if he's expecting something bigger or trying to exchange punches as we end round number 5.
I see him chipping away at Villalobos, just using his experience, just touching him. And the truth is, it gets to you. Little by little, that pressure will continue.
The style that Villalobos has too is tiring. He's constantly in, out, using the ring, while Villalobos can sit down and stay in the middle and just sit on those power punches. So the pressure is on Villalobos.
Good point. That's what it is.
As we take a look at Angel's corner, how his trainer is helping him, putting on some grease, telling him instructions. What would be the best strategy, guys? What would be the best adjustment that Diablito could do? As we see the replay and we see the exchange of punches as Pajarito is trapped into the ropes. What strategy, what adjustments should Diablito do right now, Chris?
I believe he should just simply turn it up a gear. He's doing exactly what is asked of him, by his corner. That's what he needs to continue to do. But just step it up a little bit. Give him a gear up. Put it into 5th gear.
Diablito right now, he's doing a good job at putting on the pressure, but he is chasing Villalobos. And what I would like to see him use is cutting the ring. Put him in those corners. He's throwing power punches, man. If he puts him in a corner, doesn't let him out, he's gonna hurt him. He could end the fight there.
That makes a lot of sense, Dylan. That's hopefully the corner there will hear you.
Yeah, because you see him walking around instead of cutting off the ring. And Villalobos is doing a good job at evading.
Yeah, right now Villalobos is doing a good job of boxing. He's doing well. In the first minute of this round, we'll see how long he can do it for.
And now Diablito has been throwing those power punches, so that's going to get him tired. And we were talking about the layoff.
and he catches him there with the right hook. Ooh, and another body shot. We can hear those guys, considering there's no audience, we hear the thuds. And those last two shots by Ramos were pretty hard to the body.
You see how smart Villalobos is playing it right now, because he's jumping in, jumping out, jab, jab, points. I like it, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing the right thing, you know. Winning the round, maybe. Yeah, man, it's a difficult fight to score now.
Yeah, that one's going to be on the judges. That was a good two-punch combination by Diablitos. But so far, the action is Villalobos. Here you go, hit.
Well, here's the thing. He's just moving a lot. I don't see a lot of shots landed by Villalobos. The harder and telling shots have been landed by Ramos in this round.
But not as often, and that's where the judges' own bias comes in.
You guys are having a great discussion. So who you rather be, right? The guy who's moving, having a great performance, talking about sidestepping and ring generalship, or the one who's throwing punches and being aggressive. So this is a good discussion to have. Definitely, I wouldn't want to be a judge on this one. All I have to say is we still have rounds to go. It's still a young fight, and you know what? One shot can make this whole thing end.
Yeah, just like it did in the last fight.
Definitely.
But here's the thing. This is the point I want to make for everybody at home. Here though in Villalobos, I think Villalobos is getting tagged by Ramos throughout the whole fight.
And on that note, everyone, this is why when you get into boxing, they say do not leave it up to the judges, because you never know. Every judge has their own bias as how boxing should be.
And you get three different angles. You get three different angles from the ring. Three different judges. Hard to score, guys. Hard to score.
I have to say something. It's like way different. It's a whole other planet watching the fight. Right here from where we are standing, which is just a couple of yards away from the ring, from the judge's corner, or even you guys with all the instant replays and the several angles we have with this streaming. So it really is a matter of appreciation, and hopefully you guys are having this treat as we are doing so tonight.
And as you were talking, Gerardo, Diablito seems to be coming on in this round, landing a little bit harder shots now as opposed to last round where he really didn't find him. Even though I still gave him the last round to Diablito Ramos, he didn't do much last round, but he's doing a little bit more this round, making Villalobos work harder off that back foot.
And he is working hard because Diablito puts him close to the corner, but he manages to escape every time. And that's where Diablito needs to step to the other side and feint and not let him know which way he's going to come in.
But right now, I think that the one who is inflicting more damage is definitely Diablito Ramos. Won't you say that, guys?
For this round, yes, I would agree with you. Like I mentioned before, that style that Villalobos has is tiring. You're constantly jumping in and out, Hit, move, hit, move. It's beautiful to watch. This is what boxing is. You know,
Yeah,
hit
man.
and don't get hit.
Back and forth, you know, like I'm trying to catch you, Tom and Jerry type stuff.
Another head
Head clash
clash.
again.
Another head, boy.
Ooh.
That cut. Jesus.
Ooh, that cut. Oh,
This
man.
one is bad. It's
Oh,
right
man.
on the eye.
That one looks.
You know what, guys?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, goodness. I think,
I don't want to jinx it, but
nah.
I won't do it.
That should be it.
yeah.
That's a very bad one right above the eyelid. Heading right into the eye.
That is a tough one.
And what a shame if this is the case,
man.
which it seems like it's going to be, because that's a very bad cut, guys.
That's a very
very bad
catch.
cut.
On the very bad spot.
That's not gonna stop.
Oh.
And it's moments like this where you have to think about the future of Villalobos. He's a young fighter, man. He was doing a really good job.
He was making a valiant effort in a closely contested fight, which I think the truth he was losing. And if it's gonna go to the scorecards, he will most likely lose this decision.
That is a sick cut.
But they're stopping the blood, and they're gonna continue.
Is that it?
Look like it.
No.
It looks
No.
like it's done.
So we can't really hear under the mask of the referee. He did not wave his arms. This will be a technical decision. So we await the judges' scorecards, and I believe we're going to score that round because the bell rang, so you have to score that round. Correct?
Correct, Chris. I'm staring at the cut. It's
It's a pretty gnarly cut.
yeah, that's a pretty tough cut right there.
But you hit the nail on the head, Dylan, with what you say regarding you have to think about Jorge Pajarito Villalobos. He is a promise. He showcased a lot of talent, a lot of high-level boxing. So, yeah, you should really take into consideration that, hey, he's a young fighter. Take care of him and leave to fight another day, right?
He's 10-0. He's 20 years old. You know, he has a lot more boxing to do.
It's a shame that our main event ends like this. It was starting to heat up. Good fight, man. Good fight.
As we await the decision, Chris, huge thank you to Toscano Boxing for these fights. Thank you, everybody at home, for tuning in.
To everybody watching us around the globe, we can actually say that, Dylan. Everybody watching us around the globe. We had viewers from Nigeria. We had viewers from Australia. We had viewers from Stockton, California, who are disappointed with no Stockton slaps in tonight's broadcast. Zero Stockton slaps.
That's right. So thank you to all of our fans everywhere. You know, we appreciate all your love and support. In return, our goal is to provide top quality competitive fights here, man. There's no cherry picking here. And that's sometimes, unfortunately, it ends up with decisions like this where the fights have to be stopped. The fighters are going to injure each other. But hey, it's competitive. This is top quality boxing.
I like what you said. No cherry picking for any of the fighters under the banner of Toscano Boxing Promotions. Guys, this was a good card. These were good matchups. We hope the viewers at home appreciate the competition level presented by Toscano Boxing Promotions and bestinboxing.com. Guys, more to come from these two entities. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. As we get ready for the official decision, from Pablo Flores.
And ladies and gentlemen, an accidental headbutt forces the referee to stop this contest. Therefore, we're going to go to a technical decision. Damas y caballeros, un cabezazo accidental entre ambos pugilistas obliga al referee a detener las acciones, por lo tanto nos vamos con las tarjetas de los jueces. Juez, Judge Jesse Hernández scores it 70-63, 70-63. And both judges, Sergio Lechuga y Carlos de la Rocha, they have the same scores of 69-64. 69-64 estos dos últimos jueces. Therefore, your winner by the way of unanimous decision, su vencedor por la vía de la decisión unánime. Ensenada, Baja California, el Diablito Ángel Ramos.
And what we thought we saw.
Y también reconocimiento para su rival de Guadalajara, Jalisco, para el pajarito Jorge Villalobos.
What we thought we saw during the fight, the judges had it that way. Valiant fight by Jorge Pajarito Villalobos. Too much experience, too much talent, too much power. Ángel Diablito Ramos with the victory here tonight.
Yeah, good job to the doctor stopping that fight. This kid is 20 years old. He showed a lot of great talents. I'm excited to see him come back and showcase his skills again. Again, this is Jorge Pajarito Villalobos.
As we go up to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, quick interview with our broadcaster Gerardo with the winner of tonight's main event bout, Ángel Diablito Ramos. As we see the promoters and the referee taking a picture there.
Aquí estoy con mi brother Ángel Diablito Ramos. Here with my brother Angel Diablito Ramos. ¿Cómo te sientes después de esta pelea? Nadie le gusta esta decisión, pero ¿cómo te sientes después de esto? How do you feel after this decision?
Sí, así es, pues es una decisión pues lamentable, ¿no? Porque, o sea, la pelea debió haber seguido y pues realmente así, ¿no? Yo pienso que yo ya ganaba la pelea, ciertamente, o sea, la verdad yo me sentía que estaba pegando mejores golpes y estaba trabajando más constante.
I felt good throughout the fight as I was gaining more and more ground, and I think I definitely won the fight, as you fight fans saw at the broadcast. Antes de la pelea, tú y yo platicamos. Before the fight, you and me spoke, and me dijiste algo que el enfoque que tenías para esta pelea. Querías tener una dedicatoria muy especial para esta ocasión. You had a very focus, a very goal. Your folks, you want to make them proud of you. Querías que tus papás estuvieran muy contentos contigo y les ibas a dedicar esta pelea. Te están escuchando ahorita, mi hermano, desde el cielo. They are hearing you from heaven. ¿Qué les dices?
Sí, así es, pues solamente que puedo decir que yo sé que ellos están conmigo. Todo esto lo hago de mucho corazón. Sé que en veces esta pelea se complicó un poquito. Jorge Villalobos trató de boxear, pero estuvimos trabajando bien y pues van a venir mejores cosas. Primeramente Dios, vamos a trabajar muy duro y pues quiero en especial toda mi carrera en sí va a ser dedicada a mis padres y eso es en especial, pero toda mi gente que me apoya, que está siempre conmigo, les agradezco de todo corazón. Yo sé que están ahí al 100 conmigo.
My whole career, I'll dedicate it to my folks in order to honor them. So, platícanos un poquitito, ¿qué sigue para ti? ¿Qué es lo que estás buscando, mi hermano? What are you looking for? What's next in Angel Diablito Ramos' career?
Sí, así es. Pues ya gracias a Dios salimos de este compromiso, obtuvimos la victoria como pensábamos que iba a ser. Y pues solamente ahorita mi apoderado Sergio Vidal es el que tiene el control de mi carrera. Yo sé que vamos a brillar y pues paso a paso.
We'll take it step by step. I need to speak with my promoter, Sergio, who will tell me what comes next. ¿Y qué buscas tú? ¿Qué buscas tú? ¿Qué es lo que quieres tú? What do you want?
Pues yo quiero pelear un título del mundo. ya sea con cualquier campeón, con el Rey Martínez, con el que sea de la división. Me gustaría poder tener una oportunidad y seguirme preparando muy bien. Yo sé que vamos a desenvolvernos muy bien más adelante.
I want a belt. I'll keep preparing myself and I want to fight the very best. Ángel Diablito Ramos, everybody. Gracias, mi hermano. Congratulations.
Muchas gracias.